What's going on? Yeah, I've been playing Spider-Man. Yeah, I seen you playing it, and I started to send you a message and tell you to holler at me when it was over, and I thought, well, hell, he'll do it. No, he said he just got home. He was fixing to jump on. So.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up.
I'm having trouble figuring this man out at all offensively.
Perfect conditions for football, and off we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's the play's so much different.
They go play action here on
Oh, damn.
Oh, he's going to take a
I
shot
knew
right
that was going to
away.
happen.
Oh, wide open.
Because
Touchdown, Falcons.
as soon as the ball was hiked and it said hit square to get off block, I knew I was burnt because I went into a cover 4, but I pulled them all up thinking that you were going to run.
Was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain
Yeah.
it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not
No,
just
I committed to the run, and I was like, run blitzed it up the left side, and I was covering the right, and then as soon as it said hit square, I was like, oh God, I'm screwed. If he's got Julio deep, I'm dead.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Well, see, like when I was playing What's-His-Face last night, every time that I'd see him going into the run commit, I would try to play action, and he'd sack me before I could even drop back with the ball.
Before he could get out of the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down.
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, God. I tapped it.
The linebacker, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
It's going to be one of them
Timing
games.
is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little
I
early or a
tapped
little
X.
late, chances are there's going to be someone
I
there.
was
And
like,
sure
why
enough,
the hell
this
would
one's
you
going
try
the
to
other
loft
way.
it?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Well, and my guy's not tackling that help.
He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the
Well, he just
Falcons
rolled off of
add
him.
on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra
What you doing,
point.
Tan?
It's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
He got on, but he ain't talking to nobody.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
I am. I didn't.
To start the ball game.
I'm just used to doing it automatically now.
24-25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns. Probably not very deep. I
got him right in between them. How did he drop that?
I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that one goes incomplete.
You hit me right as he went to throw.
Hit as he threw it. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Breeze. And it falls incomplete.
I got lucky. I knew I was trying to throw that over the top of double coverage to the sideline.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20.
Oh, shit. Why does it always pull back away from the guy when you switch to the one closest to him?
On the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short.
I thought it bounced at the half-inch line. It was coming back.
Tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
I do. It's the only way I can seem to get any coverage with this team.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Nifty move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while, I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College, before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Breeze now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I tried to drag you over the middle,
and it'll bring up a second down.
They got drilled coming off the line. And I don't think the receiver ran another step after that. He just kind of stopped.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
I didn't know I called it. I didn't run because I didn't know I called it. I thought you knocked it down.
Bring up a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
I'm sorry.
They did a really nice job here of limiting that.
Damn, what a
short
first
down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh my gosh.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Pursued that one big time.
Good for 10 yards. And it'll be third down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the gun on third down, Ryan.
Hell yeah. There you go, baby. Get in there.
Ryan goes down. Alex Okafor coming in to drop him for a loss.
Yeah, I seen that, and I was hoping I got to you before you did.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ginn.
Get off. I hate when my guys get in my way.
16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete. An excellent play.
I seen your safety floating over there.
Off, really.
I was like, no.
But second down instead.
Get it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it.
I was trying to do possession, but of course they won't do a possession catch at all.
You love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. That's caught. The tight end Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7 though, to start things out.
It sounds familiar.
Here's Breeze to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And brought down.
Damn, how does he outrun Alvin Kamara? Really?
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
There you go, Kamara. Push it, baby.
On the play.
Keep me in this game.
A yard to go for the 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the
Hey,
football.
hey,
Doesn't matter
hey,
what position
hey.
you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, gosh.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Breeze. The catch made over the middle.
Oh, God, I can't believe he held on to it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans 1st. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram.
I seen your end blitz and I thought, oh God, get it out quick.
Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And
no!
At the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers
no,
do
you
their
caught
best
it in the end zone.
to
It
never
wouldn't
count a
have
score
been.
in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10
Damn.
at their own 11.
I figured he'd out jump him since I had the inside on it. And guess what?
After the interception, here's Ryan.
Of course.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Ryan trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is clean. 20, 10.
No. That was bullshit.
NFL career. And the Falcons push further out in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll
But my God,
without a doubt, that one is going to be
had the ball.
Forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position.
Oh my God.
At receiver than ever before.
Anthony, you watching this shit?
Mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
that, no. No, that was
every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get
oh my God,
it's
going to give you everything this game.
You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't.
Oh my God, really? Come on, Madden. You already screwed me once. Or twice, actually.
But all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, but they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
Oh my God!
And a 1st down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete, and he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
That's what I was doing. I was trying to roll off that block, and then all of a sudden I'm like getting jerked backwards. I'm like, what the crap? I didn't think they called it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Who?
From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I don't know, but I ain't going to complain on that play.
As many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And some room to run.
Oh my God.
And he slides to avoid the hit.
And I couldn't get nobody off a block to save my life.
In this 1st half, we're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So 3rd and 5.
I know, sat down, ate a couple of fried eggs and some toast. He had all day. He could have.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you needed another touchdown in the first half.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Santos able to put this one up and through.
Damn, I thought it was going to drop short.
And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly
I've had
right.
so many injuries it ain't even funny. I've had 13 injuries in the last 3 games I played.
Now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Ginn.
Oh, good block pickup.
32 that time.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been.
Oh, damn, here I go.
Still sitting on 0 points.
Not paying attention to the damn clock and what time was left on
it's
that.
just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Breeze now on 1st down. And almost intercepted.
Shut up.
It would have been his 2nd pick.
It is my bedtime, so shut up.
Down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on.
No, I'm just
another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back.
I'm just being silly.
They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Leave it to Tantan to make fun of the old man.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this
I knew you'd probably pick it, but I was trying to take it. Oh, my goodness, another day. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do. I've got so many people hurt and leaving whole games.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step
I can still whoop your ass. You just remember that.
Oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one.
I think that's my 3rd one on this team that's out for 5 weeks or longer.
Backfield and spill the play.
What? Yeah, no shit.
On 2nd down, Freeman.
I hate when it pulls away from the guy.
3rd and 5 now. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one.
I'm going to tell him like Anthony tells me. Hulk said to wait, and you don't want to make Hulk angry. You won't like Hulk when he's angry.
The 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that
that's okay. Hope gets angry towards me. I'll get Christopher.
Upset, but typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And this time not as successful.
Damn, I thought I was going
line of scrimmage and no more.
What happened?
On the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No, yeah, he's just a long.
Down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're
just
up against a
laugh at me.
Situation. Throwing now is Breeze, and he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there.
How was that incomplete?
Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete.
He was 3 yards in bounds.
Going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 11.
Oh my God, they picked up a block, didn't they?
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Man, he quit running in now.
Over with a new set of downs. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Freeman again.
Tag.
He'll take this up near the 35.
Why don't I just carry you to the first down? I mean, I could have done that for you.
And they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, I mean,
quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Now it's Ginn.
Damn.
Call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. That one complete to Hill.
Damn,
And
you
this
went.
one will go to the
Oh my
28-yard
God.
line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
I don't know what to do.
They face a
That's the first time I've thrown to him this quarter.
Breeze now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This has to go down as one
Yeah,
of the
but I mean, after a while it gets old.
Oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Damn, I thought you had me in the backfield.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with a run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They run it again with Kamara, and he's got room.
Come on, hold your blocks just a second longer. Let me get into the secondary.
Nice carry there of 15 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On the move to his left.
Oh my God.
Intercepted for the fourth time today.
I seen him undercut it at the last second.
Possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
He was open for a minute. You're good, man. Damn. So Amanda took us out to the new Blaze Pizza out here. Oh my God, that was the best damn pizza. What's that, Tantan? Right across from the Walmart and Hunter's Crossing in Alcoa.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Yesterday, anybody that liked them on Facebook got a free pizza, but you couldn't even touch that place.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman.
Oh my God, throw him around for the first. There you go. I had you a yard short.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And taking
I laid back a little bit, trying not to over-pursue the
45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's his.
Stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, Stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he will find Ridley on the left side.
What? You just threw my guy.
31.
Just threw him off of him. Watch that
There'll always
replay.
be a place for methodically marching the ball
Right
downfield.
there. Just
But
threw
when you
him
can pick it up
to
in
the
big
side.
chunks and strike
So
like
screw you,
that
buddy.
and have explosive plays,
You suck.
that's
You ain't
often the
tackling
difference in
me.
winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team
He
towards
didn't
a
even
victory.
move. He just flipped him. Just said, shoot. Shoot, fly.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into
Oh, my
the end
God.
zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And he puts it through.
Come on, I got a few points on the board.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, I thought it was mine.
Nothing fancy on first down,
It's
but
like,
a very
oh, my
consistent
God.
type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready, yellow lady.
Breeze going to throw. Escapes the sack. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. Well,
I don't know. I just put it on shoot clock. I ain't getting screwed no more than this.
But Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
And it won't even
We had
show.
a production meeting. They didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
This is taken around the 12.
I went to throw the ball, and all of a sudden it went back towards the end zone.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage.
Damn, I didn't think he was going to tackle him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Back now in Atlanta. And this is
Anthony, are you still watching this game?
As we get set for the 4th quarter, a very one-sided affair.
You need to go into it and rewind to the last 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
39.
Okay.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Bottom line,
Okay,
they
just-
wanna keep
just
this
watch
clock
that drive.
rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Yeah. You're good.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And at a 42-yard
Yeah.
line here and brought down there. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Just keep watching.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
I threw the ball. And that's what happened.
He's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down.
Well, the interference there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
And the key number on that play?
Just barely, because I just knew it was going to be picked. But
spectacular catch turns into
I had to take a chance.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be
I know I should have went the other way with it.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. The offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. It's hauled in by Ben Watson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Breeze. A quick hitter complete. It's Watson. And he's down at the 48-yard line. Just
last time I've done that play, it actually worked for me.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
I think the last time I picked up about 15 yards on the...
They only got a yard out of that last completion.
Which is pretty good for a tight end screen, but...
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Damn, I seen you baiting in the middle, and I knew better. That was on me. I knew better.
Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a
What's
terrific
wrong?
play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about
hey,
the
you got 2 clock on?
47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. Now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Damn, what a truck move,
they'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And his second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
So, MJD, I got a question.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Did you tickle his nutsack when you was messing with him?
What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Damn safety off of
great look at that scoreboard.
pass.
Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this.
Just reach out the arm and swing him by his head to the ground.
Taken down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're
I thought you were talking to me. I started saying I ain't even through it yet.
Playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
I'm surprised it wasn't called the last one I threw like that was.
Good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That is right. Good set.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And they almost had another.
I should have.
They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I should have rifled it in there.
Another wayward pass.
He was open
things
for a
started
minute.
out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good
What?
about what's going on.
You didn't block.
Better.
You didn't block the punt. You got everything else.
Taking it about the 36. Very good return that time. 18
You're good.
yards.
Go ahead.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
I didn't hear you, MJD. What'd you say?
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee.
That's what I was about to say. Is it going to be a all-out brawl again? Damn. Rogue just sent me a message wanting to know if I'd trade Lattimore for Deshaun Watson.
The number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side,
yeah, I'm not
but as a
super
full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
I said, I'm not real interested in Deshaun Watson.
So for Atlanta, it's an ideal start.
I got Drew Brees.
3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.